están los lavadores, sí. Sí, allá al final, de acá de lavadores, ese pasillo sí lo tenemos.
This is my homework for my French class, and as you can see, I have it all completed so far for today. And the book I'm actually using is Entre nous, the first part, and I actually like it because it has this virtual space where you can listen to audios and watch videos for the exercises, and it's MP3, so you do not need anything like disk, anything additional. So it's virtual, you can access it anytime, and it's really convenient because, as you can see, I have a MacBook here, really like dirty one. And well, not dirty, but well, some fingerprints, and it doesn't have a disk driver. So for me, I can't find much use of the discs, CDs as they call it. So for me, MP3 format is the most convenient format of that. But overall, I really like this book for French, because for the beginners, because it has many topics, such as, let's see, well, as you can see now, we are studying the world, countries, continents, numbers, percentages, and I did some Sudoku here, numbers as well. Numbers, I guess, when you just start, numbers are incredibly, this is the numbers, and these are incredibly difficult because, as you can see, 80, it's not 80, well, it's 20 times 4, sort of, and 90 is not 90, it's 20 times 4 and 10. Well, 100 and 1000, for example, these are short, but when it comes to 80, 70, or 60, it's quite a complex, but it has its charm. And yes, we need to study this for the first exam. We already did dialogues, like really introductory ones. And what I like about this book is that, well, as you can see, it's quite like user-friendly. It's not, it has grammar, it has like boring rules there, definitely. But at the same time, it has nice pictures, nice topic, everyday topics that beginner student will definitely need. Some useful information about cities, about cultures, about cuisine, gastronomy, like as you can see, pop culture as well. So it's quite, the book is not boring, definitely. It's quite entertaining. Let me show you the very beginning. So salutations, obviously. And the format in which it's explained, for me, it's quite, I would say, diverse and versatile. So this is why you're not bored. And I guess it sticks to your mind better. So this is my book of French, which we are using. And so far, I really enjoy it. Well, since I was showing you the book that I'm using for French, I decided to show you a book which I'm using for Spanish, for studying Spanish. This is B1. So if, for example, in French, this was the book for A1, for the very beginning level. Here we have B1, So since it's not the first year that I'm studying Spanish, we're using this book. And well, as always, I guess, in many cases, we do use many printouts, additional ones, like this, for example. And in combination, I really think that it gives you great idea and great addition to your existing knowledge if you're coming from A2, for example. Also, they have resources for audio files which you can listen and use. And for example, here we have two books. This one is like this one is exercises, so you're supposed to do exercises here. And this one, the main book with rules, dialogues, rules, vocabulary, texts of different types. And it's quite illustrative as well, so you'll definitely not be boring. But in this case, we are using two different books for exercises and for theory. Let's go this way. Whereas in French, I used one, and I showed you one, because it has both. It's the book of activities, like the book of exercise, and main book, all like one book for both. Plus, in addition, you get a link to a virtual space. So we have one book for exercises and theory here in French, and I have two different books for exercises and theory here. Well, it's quite heavy if I take everything together, because usually I have two classes in a row. So I take three books and three like copybooks, whatever we call it now. And overall, it's quite heavy. The backpack is quite heavy, but I'm glad that I have it in a row, because I do not have to go to school like 4 days in a row. I can go there 2 days and spend there like 4 hours there, but I spend less time traveling to the school. So for me, it's the most optimal format. So my review and my feedback and my opinion is that both books are great, and I do enjoy it. And I have to study, because I like the fact actually that I'm combining two languages, because there are lots of similarities there. And by learning French in Spanish, I think, and I'm sure I can see the result, that I'm really strengthening my Spanish as well. So it's like 2 in 1. Even though it's time consuming, yes, and you have homework for both, and you spend a lot of time learning, but it's useful for the brain and for the future, I guess. And I know, because the more languages you speak, the better job you can find, the more friends you can communicate with, and when you travel, it's easier, obviously. So I do recommend studying, and but you have to prepare yourself that it's not going to be an easy walk in the park, for example, if you study, especially if you study 2 languages in a row. But I really adore those people who speak like 5, 6, 7 languages and still learning new languages, because it's really time consuming, but it's worth it. And I'm sure you will all agree with me.